Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome to those of you watching on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, the country was today left stunned when a man on trial for the contract killing of his stepmother, Andrea Lowe Garwood, was freed in the Trelawney Circuit Court.
Javon Garwood was accused of hiring a hitman to kill her in church. The Crown's case collapsed after the triggerman, Dwight Prince Bingham, did not take the stand.
He pleaded guilty last week to entering the Agape Christian Fellowship Church in Trelawney 2 years ago and opening fire on the banker, killing her in front of other worshippers.
Now, the driver of the getaway vehicle, Leon Hines, also pleaded guilty in the case and is serving a 6-year prison sentence.
The prosecutors were hoping to use Bingham's testimony to build their case against Garwood's stepson. So what went wrong? Earlier, we spoke with the DPP.
We recognized that we would not have been in a position to take the case any higher. That being so, ethically, we had to offer no further evidence. Certainly, His Lordship, the Chief Justice, agreed and directed the jury to return a formal verdict of not guilty. We had been making strenuous efforts for at least the last year to engage Mr. Bingham, that is the triggerman or the actual killer of Mrs. Garwood, to enter plea negotiations with the prosecution in order to come to a formal plea deal. We used moral suasion. We tried to, if it is possible, through his attorney, to appeal to, dare I call it, conscience, but to no avail. He refused to cooperate, and we had to put up what we had in the public interest to see how far we could go.
DPP Llewellyn added that the case against Javon Garwood was based on circumstantial evidence and that the prosecution has to prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt.
Part of the split screen of a prosecutor can understand the pain, the agony, the trauma that would have been felt by the family of the deceased, by the church community who are in that church, by the wider community, and by the Jamaican public. But the other part of the split screen has to look objectively and unemotionally, without any emotion, at what the law says makes up circumstantial evidence that when it is put together, it rises to the required threshold as a matter of law.
Now, the triggerman, Dwight Bingham, is scheduled to be sentenced on July 25. For the sentencing hearing, a victim impact statement will be taken from Mrs. Lowe Garwood's family.
I have directed my senior deputy that in terms of the sentencing hearing for Mr. Bingham, we certainly will be asking the court, in terms of our recommendation, given the circumstances of the case, to go to the highest end of the range in respect, of course, life imprisonment, but to the highest end of the range, at the top end, as it relates to eligibility, serving a term of years before parole is considered.